a security hole when we created that rule. And luckily, Adelia had fixed that hole, but then she forgot about the second part of it, which was the connection to it. So it's kind of
teamwork.
We thought about things in a little bit different way, but ultimately our teamwork made a little bit more of a comprehensive set of rules as opposed to just a rule. So I kind of like that, but yeah. Nice job, Adelia. Nice job, Igor.
Nice job, Richard.
Yeah, see, it doesn't have all the data summary, so we can't see everything, unfortunately, but we can see.
Can you show how you guys created the rule since you were there?
Yeah, so we did it yesterday. So I'm going to pull up phishing. Okay, so here is the rule that Adelia created.
Wait. You go to, can you show step by step how to create a rule?
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Give me a sec though. Mm-hmm. So here's the rule that Adelia created. Here's the rule that Igor and I created, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, the very first one is the one I created last night for the URL in the second email.
Oh, wait a minute then. Okay, so hang on.
Yours was credential harvester, so you'll just need to do another search.
Yeah, you are correct. Yep, you are correct. So, yeah, here it is. Gotcha.
Because you thought it's credential harvester.
Well, because in realistic perspective, it really is. And credential harvester connects to this IP. So we created the rule so that if somebody else had that and it connected to that IP, then it would actually do what it's supposed to do. What one thing we don't have is we don't really have a name for this, do we?
Name for the rule?
No, like a name for, you know, it's not really a malicious. It's not a dry dex. It's not, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we don't know what it is.
Yeah, we really don't know what it is. Otherwise, what we could do is we could change the name to, you know, to be more appropriate.
Trojan or like ransomware or anything.
We don't have any proof that it's a Trojan.
We really don't. The only thing that we know is that when you
one website, that's it.
Yeah, virus total, and it did show up on our report too. When you looked at it through the automated, it did show Trojan, but
where did it says Trojan? It says malicious.
Yeah, it said malicious. Where was it at? Was it in here? No, it wasn't there. I think when I clicked on it, I'm trying to remember exactly where it was. No. Yeah, it was in the so virus total number one, because it's utilizing virus total actually for some of the information, and it does show Trojan phishing.
Oh, okay.
But see, it says HTML agent. So realistically, it could be that this particular version, somebody's just using this agent as a way to harvest credentials, as a way instead of a way to download a Trojan file. So I think it's that it's attached to both Trojan files and phishing. Does that make sense? Yeah, we could, you know, if we knew that it was, let's say it was named Skinny Puppy. I don't know. It was part of the Skinny Puppy attack. We could rename this as Skinny Puppy Credential Harvester. And then on the other side, on the other rule, we could name it as Skinny Puppy Phishing Trojan or Presence or something like that. So that when we looked at the rule, you would see Skinny Puppy Presence. So in other words, they downloaded a file that's associated with Skinny Puppy, or they went to, in other words, they actually entered in a password on the credential harvester and it connected to that IP, then we would see Skinny Puppy credential harvester. So we would know that they had inputted their info. So when we talked to that person and said, hey, did you actually input your data? And they say, no, we didn't input our data. We know by looking in FireEye that they did, because the only way that that rule would have fired is if they connected to it. So they must have typed in a password. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Is my thought process on? Does anybody disagree with what I'm saying? Because I'm kind of thinking through it at the moment.
Well, yes, it looks like it's a credential harvester because they are asking for the type password.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's what it is.
Yeah.
We don't know, and there is no proof.
So. At the moment, there's really no proof, right? Which is why we were trying to, look at it in the sandbox and see what it does. And unfortunately, because we still don't have a final report or a completed report, we don't really know.
And Cuckoo is really cuckoo.
Too slow.
Yeah.
And I don't think we've gotten a final answer here either. Let's see if by chance. Let's see if by chance we've gotten a report. I doubt that we've gotten more. Yeah, we haven't gotten anything else yet. So I have to keep an eye out because I should get a report from it when it's done, I believe. Because I don't think it's completely done.
I got a phone call for financial advisor role.
Nice.
I'm like, guys, does my resume says that I'm looking for financial advisor role?
No, but you have banking in your history, so that's why they're looking at you. Oh, that's interesting. You can actually request to delete the report.
Richard, with the last couple of days, have you applied in from Indeed, like Capital One and Khaki, Northern Virginia?
I have not applied to any of the Capital One positions because I don't think any of them really have lined up with me.
Yeah, I just randomly applied, even if it said like ISSO, like entering for audit and all that stuff. But
Right.
everywhere I keep getting email back, like we already selected somebody else. Thank you for your response.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean you're gonna get those responses. But listen, any position that you want to apply for with Capital One, you need to reach out to Omer and have him do a referral.
Hassan, right? He works at
Hassan, maybe.
Capital One.
Hassan.
Right, to Hassan, yeah, because what he will do is he will actually put in an employee referral request, and it will send you a referral email that you then apply with.
Got it. Yeah.
Yeah. When I first started applying, I actually had reached out to him about a referral for a job at Capital One, and he actually did that for me. Unfortunately, I wasn't selected for the position. Somebody else was probably much more qualified than me, but that's okay. Use that tool. Same way with if there's a position with IBM, reach out to Omer and Max. If there's a position with Apex or Perspective, reach out to Omer for sure. And
this company, remember this guy who was FireEye checks, Samir?
Mm-hmm.
He works in he was referred to this.
He's in Threat Intel, right?
I think so.
Yeah, he can also refer.
Mm-hmm.
My brother-in-law works in Leidos, by the way, Richard. Do you want me to ask him to refer you?
You can, but because I don't have a security clearance, it's tough.
But at least you're US citizen, so it works for US citizens.
You can ask him. Obviously, there's a ton of freaking SOC analyst position, level 1, tier 1 positions that are open, but if you don't have a security clearance, they won't even look at it. So, I mean, if he can refer me, I'd be more than happy to accept a referral.
Yeah, I'll talk to him. But one of recruiters was going to talk to you in the morning, remember, from Lattice? Did they call?
No, he screwed up the job post that he had. He got Security Plus and Security Clearance backwards. You had to have a Security Clearance, and they would give you up to 6 months to get Security Plus. It wasn't that you had to have Security Plus and they gave you 6 months to get your Security Clearance to them. He had it backwards, so the conversation didn't happen. We communicated via messaging on LinkedIn because he responded back to me and apologized because he got him confused. So, oh well, it is what it is. Anyways, so what do you guys think? What are your thoughts? Do you feel a little more comfortable now, a little more confident, or?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah. It's
yes,
really,
definitely.
at least we know how to analyze that attachments, because before we couldn't.
Yeah.
We wouldn't dare to, not knowing the right way.
Yes.
Yeah, you got to be super careful because I mean, all it
Yes.
takes is one slip of the
Yeah.
thought process to infect your host machine, and now you're having to, restore not just a virtual machine but your entire computer, and you definitely don't want that.
Yeah.
So
Now, if we want to go to the previous state, we just click on the previous state. That's it.
yeah. Actually, let me do this. I'm going to go ahead and close out of everything here. Cuckoo will still keep running, so it's still going to keep processing in the back, so that's not a problem there.
What is Cuckoo? What did you do with this?
So we actually took the file that was in the email and uploaded it to Cuckoo, and it's analyzing the file. And so it'll give you the hashes. It'll tell you if it's a certain type of attack, like the Drydex attack, or one of the bigger ones, Ryuk or something like that. It'll take screenshots of the HTML document to show you what it looks like if it's a credential register. It'll tell you the processes that it engages. If it downloads a file, it'll tell you the file that it downloaded and where it put it. I mean, the whole 9 yards. It totally sandboxes the entire thing, which is pretty cool. So.
And this is Linux application, or you found it somewhere?
No, that's within our SOC, man. That's actually one of our SOC tools.
Really?
Yeah, if you go to our SOC.
Okay. Cuckoo, I see.
Cuckoo.
I didn't hear about it.
Yeah. They briefly touched on it. I think if you look in Slack, the login information has been inputted into that. So, that's all still processing. Yeah, see, that's still running.
So it's endpoint solution, or?
Oh, no. It's sandbox. It's a sandbox.
Sandbox, okay.
Yeah. See, but unfortunately, this is all that you get with this is the hashes.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't get anything else. And it's because this is not totally set up correctly. It even tells you right here it's not completely set up correctly. So you'll get a little bit out of it. You won't get the entire thing.
Okay, I got it.
But it's still a cool tool. It at least gives you a little bit of information. Yeah.
How do you think it's not showing all stuff because it's set up a little bit wrong, or I mean not full version or something?
Yeah, it's not set up right.
Okay.
According to that.
So this is a dynamic analysis that we did today, right?
Correct. Much more of a dynamic analysis. Exactly. All right. So Elena, you see right here when I'm back in VirtualBox now.
Yeah.
My current state has changed compared to the last snapshot. So if I open up Kali right now, it's going to open up in this state. Okay.
Yeah.
But if I go back here, now you'll notice I have a restore. So when I clicked on this is the test snapshot we took before we did the work, right?
Yes.
If I click on this and do restore, it's going to say, you're about to restore snapshot, test snapshot, but it does ask you if you want to save this version as well. I'm going to say no. I'm going to take that out because I don't want to create a snapshot of my current status. And I'm going to say restore, and it's going to take me back to my Now it's not changed. Now I'm back at my test snapshot.
Okay, cool.
So now if I go into Kali Linux, it'll look exactly how it was before we started doing everything we just did.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Yeah.
Cool.
And you guys already showed how to create a role.
How to do what?
A role, how to create a role.
No, we got a little sidetracked. So I wanted to.
Sorry, I sound like a
Sorry.
parrot. We're
So-
just repeating.
To create a rule, all you do is you go to rules,
Okay.
and then right here where it says create indicator, you would create the indicator. Now you're going to put in whatever your name is. Here, let's create bestbuy.com. Yeah, just we'll call it bestbuy.com. So basically, we want to create it for any operating system. So anybody that is in the system.
But remember you showed yesterday that if you click Linux,
Yep.
it does something else.
Yeah,
Yep.
It gives you files.
files. Yep. There's different files, different things to connect, or
But
different.
I think also if you unclick macOS, it's also like some different. No,
It's the same.
only Linux, alright. But still, yeah, it depends how much, like what you want to do. If you want to do like for file, you see Linux, it's only network connection.
Yeah.
You just turn off Linux, and if you want to do another for Linux, you create different one, separate, and it will be better, cleaner, let's say like this.
Exactly. So this probably isn't the best way to do this because it is on a larger, it's a larger website. But if I go bestbuy.com, it's going to give me the IP address right here. But there are probably other IP addresses that Best Buy could use. But if I wanted to do Best Buy and I just wanted to make one rule, under network connection, you can only put in the IP address. So I could put in the IP address, local port. I'm not worried about that. Or wait, sorry, not local. It's an HTTPS, I'm sure, so I could do 443 and say add. Now there's a rule if somebody goes to Best Buy visitation. If I could spell it, it would be great. So now if somebody on Windows, Mac, or Linux makes a network connection to that IP address, which is bestbuy.com, it should give us an error. It should give us an alert. Now, one thing I don't know, I wish that there was a way that you could actually do additional. Let me see, can you do, see, you can't change, like you have to create, other than creating a list of conditions, which I have not done before, it looks like you could actually do a list of conditions and do more than just one condition at a time.
That's very helpful, guys, when you have a number of hashes. For example, I did with 40, what is it, 40net list.
Mm-hmm.
When they, every week, they send out the IOCs, indicators of compromise.
Yep.
So if there is a list of MD5, actually there are SHA-256, so I have to convert them to MD5. So I make a list of MD5s and then upload them as a text file.
Yeah, exactly. So for instance, what she's talking about is in the Fortinet email that I sent you guys, they actually send out the information, like here's the indicators of compromise for this particular eKing variant of ransomware. So they actually give you the indicators right here, and you could take those indicators, and again, these are probably in, like she said, SHA-256. You could take those and convert them to MD5 and then create the rule within Firefox or within FireEyeHX and upload those as a, like a, did you put them in text? Did you put them in a text document, Priya? Or,
Yes, I do the text document, save it, and then upload it as a text.
just okay, so just a plain TXT file.
Yeah.
So you uploaded all hashes, Delia?
No, I just did a couple. I remember Omer, he like a few weeks ago, he asked like, can someone upload those, create those rules? So I just went ahead and did it.
So I should be able to take the,
Richard, can you also forward me this email because I don't have it.
I
The threads.
sent it last night.
You did? Okay.
So let me see here real quick if this will generate your hash. Oh no, it took it as one.
No, that's will create an MD5 of your text file.
Yeah.
I used Aristotle. I just didn't want to spend time looking for anything else. I just used Aristotle and did it one by one, but it was cumbersome.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. All right. I was gonna say because I didn't think you could do it. Let's see.
There must be some program which does it in bulk.
Yeah, there's got to be something. Convert. Here, let's do this. Convert SHA 256 to MD5. MySQL. Hash convert. No, stop.
Probably it's not as easy because I think it just generates based on the actual file.
Yeah.
It generates two different hashes. I mean, number of different hashes. You cannot, maybe you cannot convert it. If it's already an MD5, you just look it up. What's SHA-256 for it?
Yeah, I guess so. Somebody's got to have a tool out there. Upload and generate a 256 checksum. No, that's a full file.
But just for for visibility, you can show how to do it in Aristotle.
Yeah, let me pop over.
And then if you find something else, I'll let you know as well.
So where do you want me to go?
Search.
Sure. Search.
Put in your hash.
Unfortunately, I copied both, so we're going to get rid of that one.
Yep.
Control X.
And then, yep. And over here, go to details. And here, all your hashes.
MD5 hash.
You can do both MD5 SHA-1, SHA-256.
FireIA checks only accept MD5 for some reason.
Here, I'm going to do this. I'm going to go ahead and do that. We'll grab this. Paste. I'll grab this one. Control X. Details. There's the MD5 hash on that one. Paste. All right, so now we have a text file with our two MD5 hashes. You haven't done a rule for this Fortinet email yet, correct?
Not the latest one, no.
Okay, so we will save as, what was the name of that? It was the eKing variant of Phobos ransomware. eKing variant of Phobos. Save it to my desktop. All right. Whoa.
You're infected.
No. Did it save it? Yep, there it is. Okay. That's weird. I don't know why that was weird. Okay, so now that's there. We can go. Nope, wrong one. Go away. Indicator covers. All right, so, but again, you get the idea here with how to create the rule. So I'm going to cancel this. We're going to continue without saving because I don't want to create a best by rule. But I will create an indicator, and we'll call this eKing variant of, was it Phobos?
Yeah, I think so.
And then we'll do browse, desktop, eKing, upload. Conditions had problems.
Okay, you know
And
why?
you
You selected Linux.
Oh,
You select
and you
Linux.
all doing on virtual machine this, right?
No, I'm doing this on my host machine because I'm not working with a file that's bad or anything. So.
Yeah, just hash. Yeah.
There we go. So now it added both conditions. So if it sees these two hashes, it'll create an alert. So, and what I can do also is I can actually grab the information from here and put that into the describe indicator. That way it's described well.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
They create. So now we have
It took me a while to figure out all the steps, but that's, yeah.
Yeah.
Where did you click create? It was so fast.
Right here. So I went to rules
Uh-huh.
and then create indicator.
Hold on. I think it's
And then once you get everything in there, right here in the upper right hand corner.
oh, I see, because it was okay, covered with the other things. I see. Got it. Thank you.